From San Diego, California to your town, it's the Quinn Early Show. Show up early and stay late for the best in life-changing talk. With NFL and Hollywood guests, to world changers and nonprofits, to Alzheimer's prevention and research. It's time to turn up. The Quinn Early Show.
Welcome back to the show. Today, it's a pleasure for me to have former NFL quarterback Jim Everett and my former teammate. Jim, welcome.
Quinn, you know, it's always a pleasure to be with you. And after all these years, get to be on a podcast with Quinn Early, one of my favorite receivers of all time. This is awesome, dude.
I'm laughing because I suddenly was elevated back to the days when we were teammates on the Saints and just remembering how much we used to laugh back then.
We had some good times. You know, it's funny, and I'll tell your listeners, when we came there, I got traded out to the Saints, and, you know, I didn't really know about what I was walking into, this and that, but you were one of the, few individuals, and your lovely, wife at the time, Cassandra, just took me in, and we had such a good time. And then when we were on the field, our timing just kind of clicked, and I looked for that around the NFL with other guys and see that happen. But it was a special bond. And then you catch all these balls and you go crazy and you get a new contract and move to another team. Now, what the heck is that all about, Quinn?
I'll tell you, those are some great years. Before you got to the Saints, so let's talk about your college days leading into your days with the Rams.
Well, it goes back to, I was a kid coming out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, high school, and I was getting recruited mostly as a defensive guy, athlete, whatever, because I was all-state strong safety for a couple years too at my school. But anyways, I ended up picking Purdue over Stanford, and they had a guy named John Elway out, and I had a great time at Purdue. Had a chance to finally get the starting job and lead the nation offense and this and that. And while we didn't win any national championships, we had a national quality time there and a great college experience. But I tell you, it was an interesting time, a lot of growth. And I would say this: there was a couple times they wanted to move me to tight end, but if I would tell kids out there, just stick with your dreams and work hard, and don't let others tell you what your dreams are. Keep rolling, and good things can happen.
Absolutely. Well, it worked out great for you. Tell me a little bit about your time with the Rams.
Oh shoot, that was 8 years capsulizing in a few minutes. It was, first of all, Quinn, I don't know if people realize I got drafted by Houston. And,
you did? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was Bo Jackson, Tony Casillas, and I got picked. And so being drafted at that point, but not really having a voice like Twitter or even like we're doing now, everyone wanted to throw me in the category of the John Elway, greedy kid wanting to change. But the fact that I had a contract with Indianapolis at pick 4, and Houston just picked me to get me for trade bait. So it was quite an interesting time in my life, but. Anyways, I got shipped out to the Rams, which was just a blessing because it was a quality team. I mean, how many times someone gets picked in the start of the draft, but they go to a quality team? Had some great years there, some great players, receivers, like yourself, like Henry Ellard, Flipper Anderson, and matter of fact, Flipper Anderson record for most yards caught still stands down, and we played actually New Orleans, so that was back in '89, a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. Now, tell me about a little bit more about some of those receivers you played with. Just real quick, I tell people this all the time. They ask me, who was your favorite quarterback? And before they even get out the B in QB, I always say Jim Everett. I just wish that we would have been able to play our whole career together. And I know that you and Henry Ellard had some great chemistry. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, with Henry Ellard, his nickname was, we called him Hop, and there was grasshopper, whatever you want to call it, because he was a triple jump, Olympic triple jump athlete. And I've never seen a guy be able to. I don't know if you've ever seen Olympic triple jumpers, but oh my gosh,
Yeah, they
it
get
just
it.
it's unbelievable. And the
It is.
stuff that he would be able to do, normal humans couldn't do it. And so my chemistry with Henry was just make sure the ball was, near his bubble, and he would hop to it wherever it was at. I mean, he was unbelievable. I could anticipate. He really helped me out with timing, be able to throw the ball so early, and he could make these incredible adjustments. So that really helps in the NFL to get the ball out. And somewhat similar to what you could do because you were such a good athlete too. And that's rare to find two guys like that in a career. But yeah, it would have been fun to have a whole career with you too.
Yeah, that would have been great. That would have been great. So now, tell me about what you have going on these days.
Well, these days, after the NFL career, I went back and got my MBA, and from Pepperdine, which is a quality facility. I'm so glad I did. I was in that. I had my own registered investment advisory firm for 15 years, and I shut that down in 2014. I had a little back issue and some other things going on, so I decided to see what else is out there in the life. So besides raising some 3 great kids, now I'm helping out with the NFL Alumni Association as a board member. It doesn't take a lot of time, but then again, I just had another back surgery, so I'm back to good now, but I'm not full speed. But life's pretty darn good, Quinn. I'm just trying to help out where I can, our kids' school, and living life a little bit more in the slow lane, but still having a great time.
Right. Absolutely. Now, with all the rule changes in the NFL, see, like you, I've had some back problems and aches and pains too. One of the big things with the CTE, we're just learning about, the effects, and we've known guys that suffer from memory loss and things like that. What do you think about all the rule changes? Do you think it's good for the game, or do you think it's kind of watered the game down a little bit?
Well, I mean, there's 2 schools of thought on this, Quinn, and I think that it is good for the game. I mean, you look at the quarterbacks playing these days, and they're able to play. They're 40 years old. Back when we were playing, it was like as long as they were one step away from you, they could still blow you up. And going over the middle, if I'm leading you into the safety, you're probably not going to remember it. So,
right. That's right.
So, I mean, I think there's still some things. I see quarterbacks leading receivers into the safeties and this and that, and now the safeties happen to pull off. So, I mean, there's some of that, but I think it's good for the game. Defenseless players getting hit with their crown of their helmet is just ridiculous, and I still cringe when I see it. The quarterbacks, you have to definitely be on the quarterback and not pile driving him. I think that's good for the game. I still don't know about the helmet rule. Guys come. I don't know how that's going to be called. It'll be a little confusing. But as long as they don't take too much out of the game, I think it's good. But all of us, all aches and pains, but we were American Gladiators, so we took it upon ourselves.
Absolutely. What done? Would you have played? Absolutely. I loved it.
Yeah, I think people realize that in you, I mean, it's a drive that's in you. And heck, I don't even think if they were paying us, we might still be out there on Sundays playing our pickup yard.
Right. Absolutely. So now, tell me what you're doing. Is you do a lot of charity work. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think that the most things I do right now is helping around our mission church and school. That's here locally. I've been there, coach, not. So it's just trying to teach 5th through 8th graders the concepts of how to throw, catch, compete, have some cool. And the NFL is really a very, very good. It really helps not only kids, charities around the country, but also helping our own, helping the guys. You know, we're going to have a collective bargaining agreement come up in the next couple of years,
Right.
and there's the union, and there's the NFL owners, and the NFL alumni is absolutely independent. And I think it's going to be key to have some sort of voice for the retired guys in those bargaining agreements. Somebody that's independent, that's not NFLPA, that's not NFL, that can represent the make sure that not only just myself, but for these laid their life on the line, that there's some sort of voice in there, and we're trying to get the organization in a position to really help out and be the glue for all content that comes out there. And you know that, Quinn, it comes out from, is that NFL Legends, is that NFL Union, and we're just trying to be the kind of the cog in the wheel, right in the middle.
Right. I couldn't agree more. Well, Jim, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you enjoy that Sunday. It's really good reconnecting with you. And I hope you have a great rest of the day. And let's stay in touch, man. I miss catching those balls from you out there.
It was years ago, but man, it seems like yesterday, doesn't it? It's great.
It does. Hey, maybe we can join a flag league or something and go out there. But in all reality, I might shoot a hamstring across the room if we did that.
Oh yeah, you're Mr. Hamstring, all right. Hey, I don't know. I think we'll just keep the memories live and let the other stuff and watch other kids run around. How about that? I'm good with that.
Agree. We'll just leave it right there.
Hey, but I know how you keep yourself in shape. You probably still could go out there and run it. You and T.O. out there running 4.5s.
As long as I could wear flags and nobody was hitting me, I might be able to. Third and 4, I might be able to run that 5-yard out, toe tap out of bounds, and live to play another day.
No more slants.
Right, brother,
You're not taking a slant. I know it.
All right, brother. Well, it was great talking to you, and let's stay in touch, and have a great Sunday.
From San Diego, California to your town, it's the Quinn Early Show. Show up early and stay late for the best in life-changing talk. With NFL and Hollywood guests, to world changers and nonprofits, to Alzheimer's prevention and research. It's time to turn up. The Quinn Early Show.